Number 7, it's actually one that Fresh just said is my ex is an asshole. Here is what she really means when she says her ex is an asshole. Here we go.
My ex is such an asshole. I'm still in love with my ex.
A woman who talks shit about her ex is not over her ex. Remember, gentlemen, the more she tries to convince you of something, the less likely it's true. A woman who calls her ex an ass wants her ex in her ass. Never forget that.
Yo, Donovan is crazy, bro.
So many men. I had so much fun doing this. There are so many men out there, including and listen, I used to be one of these men. Shit. I'm sure that there are guys in the chat who think this way. They actually think that if a woman thinks her ex is an asshole, that she no longer wants her ex, which we know is absolutely wrong. Yes, she's not lying when she says he's an asshole. Yes, she thinks he's an asshole, and chances are he probably is. But if you're dealing with a woman who A, talks about her ex, and B, calls him an asshole, you need to understand that she is not over that dude, okay? The reason she's talking to you instead of her ex, a lot of times is to sort of create a false scarcity with her ex to give her ex the impression that she's fucking somebody else. The second reason, and the most important reason, is that she's looking to distract herself. She doesn't like you like that, guys. All she wants, she just wants to continue that steady, consistent flow of male attention from you while she waits for her ex to make a play to get back with her. And when he does, she'll go running back to him and then come with you. Well, we need to talk. So understanding this translation will once again keep you from what class? Wasting time with women who don't really like you like that. Every woman has that one ex or that one situationship she cannot and will not leave alone. Yes, eventually they will move on from that dude to some degree. But if she calls her ex an asshole while she's dealing with you, understand that it is only a matter of time before she starts fucking him again.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think men understand this, that like women put men in compartmentalized roles. Like,
yes,
you might just be a distraction. You might just be convenient. You might be able to offer her something that her guy doesn't. Because the thing is that women don't have a natural proclivity to be 304s. Right. It's kind of a byproduct with the inadequate men, right? So we'll give them a little bit of credit here, or a little bit of defense, where the problem is that it's very difficult for women to find everything they want in one guy. So what they always have to do is they kind of have to spread certain attractive traits amongst different guys. So you got one guy that's like kind of more the, nice guy, beta provider that has that stability. Then you got a guy that's more dominant, is attractive, but is a commitment phobe. Then you got another guy that might be funny and charming, but not maybe the best looking. So women are able to kind of do this where they put guys in certain roles based on what they need at the moment, right? So if she just broke up with the asshole guy, right, or maybe they had a fight, she might go ahead and lean more towards the nice guy that can comfort her, right, and hang out with him. And then as soon as that other guy, they fix things up, she runs back to him. This is why when you deal with women, guys, a lot of times, this whole hot and cold thing that men deal with women, just understand that when a woman's being hot and cold, that means there's another guy in the picture. And I don't think enough guys understand this, where they think, oh, is she playing games? She's playing with my heart, blah, blah. No, bro, it's that there's another guy in the picture. If you look at female behavior when it comes to being flaky, not being transparent, standing you up, taking your attention but never wanting to meet up, whatever. Like, any of the things as to why the red pill exists in the fucking first place, which the red pill, once again, is nothing more than the truth when it comes to female sexual inner dynamics. Anything that like is a pain point for a majority of men when it comes to dating, it always comes back to one root cause. There's another guy. Flaking too much? There's another guy. Doesn't respond to your texts? There's another guy. Doesn't want to meet up? There's another guy. Being disrespectful and rude to you? There's another guy. Like, every single root cause of female fuckery, 9 out of 10 times, has to do with there's another guy. And the problem is that a lot of guys don't want to take this, how do I say this? They have a romanticized view of their girl in their mind. Oh, she would never do that to me. Like, she would never go talk to another guy instead of me. It must be something else. Maybe she's just like having a hard time at work. Maybe her family is going through some stuff or whatever.
Right.
Like, men almost always make excuses for female fuckery because they don't want to deal with the hardcore fucking truth that, yo, your girl might be stepping out on you. Like, that is a blow to a lot of guys' egos, because we know that a woman stepping out on you is not their natural proclivity. Like, most girls, even the most promiscuous of women, want stability. So when she goes ahead and steps out on you, that's a very big telltale sign that you're doing something extremely wrong. And a lot of guys don't want to face that ugly reality. So they'll make excuses for their girl as to why she's behaving in a certain way that isn't productive to the relationship. And they'll give her an out. I can't tell you how many times Guys will sit there and super chat. I mean, we were here the other night. Remember that guy? Oh, yeah, I'm talking to this girl on the internet. She's in my frame.
Yeah.
Right? Like saying all this stupid ass shit, like using
Super
these
chat.
red pill buzz terms to substantiate their fucking their pathetic
I brought
stance.
her into my frame. Dude,
Yeah.
come on.
It's like, bro, you don't even know this bitch. She's across the world. You don't know anything. She's just saying what she's got to say. But you've watched a couple of fucking Fresh Fit episodes. You saw a couple. You read The Rational Male. Now you're a fucking woman expert. No, bro. And that's the problem when it comes to theory versus application. A lot of guys just stick on the theory, but they don't understand that applying it is completely different to the theory because every girl is different, and you're going to have to apply the theory in different ways depending on each woman and each certain circumstance. And there's so many different revolving factors that are moving simultaneously that you need to account for that completely change or dictate how you're going to approach a situation. But me speaking from a general bird's eye view here, a lot of the problems that arise come from there's another guy and guys' lack of acceptance of that uncomfortable fact because it inevitably lets the man know you are lacking in something. And most guys don't want to deal with that.
Oftentimes I talk about the difference between a woman who gives you plan A energy and plan B energy.
Yeah.
If you are a woman's number one, you will know unequivocally that you are number one. She responds to all of your texts. She lets you do whatever you want to her in bed. She brings you lunch to work. She defers to you. If you ever have to ask yourself, even in your mind, am I her first choice? Is there another guy in the picture? My friend, you already know the answer to that question. Girls will make it very, very clear that you are their number one. They will never, ever leave you in the dark if they like you the most.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll take it a step further, though. When it comes to dating girls nowadays, guys, you're never number one. Let me explain what that means.
Right.
When you meet her for the first time, you're meeting her after other guys. Look at Ray J. He said he's first. That was cap. He was not first.
Oh, yeah.
But ultimately, though, what's happening is that, like, you have to kind of supersede the ex, the alpha that was in her life before, wink, wink, or the guy she's dating right now. So ultimately, what that means is that you're going to have to become that guy for her when you meet her. Now, you can ask questions about her ex, like I said before, and you can kind of backtrack it to make it work for you. So let me explain. If her ex was the asshole that really had time for her, was with her for 4 years, and she stayed all that time, what does it tell you about her ex? That was her type.
Exactly.
So, not to sound like a asshole here, but if you want to make it work with her or have fun with her or make it actually last, you gotta be that same guy.
Gotta be that dude.
If you're too nice, and you're the opposite, just know she's gonna leave you in a heartbeat. So that is telling you in the future what the play is. Now, ultimately, though, guys, like I said before, you're never gonna be the first guy or the number one guy at the very beginning. You have to work your way up, which sounds kind of fucked up, but I mean, if you are that guy and you know you're number one in your own eyes, she's gonna see it as well. But what I'm saying is, in the moment of meeting her for the first time, she's on other guys 100%. So you gotta make sure that she knows that you're that guy, not by saying it, of course, but by actions of who you are. Then you become that number one spot. But then again, if you're not gonna be that number one guy, which I mean, you're not that actual guy, there's gonna be a guy in the background, either an ex or a current guy that's gonna supersede you at all times. So Donovan's right.
100%, man. And again, that's another dating hack. If you want to know whether or not you are plan A or plan B, C, or D, listen for her talking about her ex. If she even talks about her ex, okay, you already know there's a possibility you're probably not plan A. But if she says her ex is an asshole, you are definitely not plan A. You're probably plan B, C, or D. And that's the bottom line.
No, guys, I know it sounds difficult, but honestly, once you understand this, it's not that hard. I'm telling you. Dating itself is tough. I'll be honest with you, but understanding these principles here and WOMANESE will help it make it go way easier in that sense. So
absolutely, it shortens your learning curve. All right, we ready to go to the next phrase?
Yes, we are.